Good morning and welcome to week one of your yoga practice. And welcome to your morning routine program. So, this week, the theme of our practice is going to be around the earth element. The earth element is the most dense of all the elements, and it can actually be associated with the first of the 7 chakras from Ayurveda. If you haven't heard of Ayurveda, it's the ancient sister science of yoga. And the first chakra is known as the root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine, right down at your coccyx bone. The earth element and the root chakra, when balanced, are said to make you feel safe, make you feel supported, calm, and reliable. All things I believe you might want to invite an attitude of when you are embarking on something new, such as starting your morning routine, creating a new habit. So with the earth element in mind, when you practice today, I invite you to encourage an attitude of curiosity and playfulness as you listen and follow along to the video this morning. And remembering that if this is your first time ever practicing yoga, or if you're an avid yogi, it really doesn't matter. This video is going to work for everyone. And we're really focusing on slowing down today, connecting with that earth element, focusing on alignment of the poses and matching our breath with our movement, turning that awareness and presence inwards. So when you're ready, I invite you to make your way into a child's pose. So how we're going to do that, big toes touching. Knees can be as wide as you like, but I like to take mine as wide as the mat. Bringing your sit bones back to your heels, hands out in front of you, forehead to the mat. And just start to bring your attention inwards. I invite you to start deepening your breath here. So on the inhale, you want to expand your belly, expand your diaphragm, opening up the lungs and taking the breath into your chest. And then you're going to exhale through your mouth. And again, taking that deep breath, but this time with your mouth closed. And just following your breath with your focus. Feeling the stretch in your hips. Tuning in to any sounds around you. Not getting involved in them, just letting them be. And if you would like to set an intention, or if you're working with an affirmation, I invite you to say that to yourself now. Remembering that choosing how you intend to feel today, instead of wishing that you felt differently, really puts the power of change in your own hands. And when you're ready, you can make your way into a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked over your hips. Your wrists are over your shoulders. The eyes of your elbows are looking towards one another, not locking them out. Maybe loose and looking towards each other. And you want to make sure that your spine is long, and to do so, you can lift your belly button in and up, feeling that long spine, engaging your core. And we're going to move through some cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, look up towards your third eye. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, arch, look up. Really exaggerating these poses. Exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. And I invite you to start taking some circles here, or really just kind of tune into whatever way you'd like to move this morning to warm up the center line of your body. Maybe moving in one direction and then the other. Just moving with your breath. In and out through your nose deeply. Making your way back to your tabletop, checking in with your alignment. And then stepping your right foot back, keeping your toes on the floor. And you're gonna, using your foot, push yourself over your wrist and back again. Taking a couple of those. Inhale, push. Exhale, back. Inhale, push. Exhale, back. And one more time. Inhale, push out. Exhale, push back. Coming back to tabletop. We'll take that on the other side. Stepping your leg back, toes curled under. And inhale, push forward. Exhale, push back. Stretching out your calves can feel good here. Inhale, push. Exhale, back. One more time. Inhale, push. And exhale, back. And returning back to tabletop position. Moving through another cat-cow here. Inhale, arch the spine, look up, open your chest. Exhale, round, look towards your belly button, lifting that belly button in and back towards your spine. And returning to tabletop position. You're going to bring your hands forward, one hand's length, making sure your fingers are spread, that middle finger facing forward. Curl your toes under, pushing down through your hands. You're going to lift your hip bones up to the sky for downward facing dog. Pressing your heels down towards the mat. Maybe starting to take the dog for a little walk here. Pressing one heel down and then the other. Nice and slow. Slower than you want to go even. Really feeling into the stretch in the fascia in your legs here. Pressing down through the knuckles of your fingers. You're looking for length in your spine in your downward facing dog. So make sure you can keep a bend in your knees, which will allow you to get that length. First thing in the morning, our muscles are often a lot tighter. Coming to rest in downward facing dog. Just checking in with your breath here. And slowly walking your feet to meet your hands at the front of your mat. And letting yourself fall forward here. So you're hinging from your hips. Or maybe you want to lift your arms and grab hold of each elbow for ragdoll. Weights in the front of your feet here. And just letting gravity do the work. Maybe shaking your head, yes and no. Maybe you want to take a little sway from side to side. That can feel really good. Then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you're going to roll up to standing, making sure that your head is the last thing to come up here. Inhale, reaching your arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. And you want to bring your hands to your sides, palms facing open for Tadasana, mountain pose. Going to take a moment to check in with your alignment here. So Tadasana and downward facing dog are two amazing poses for grounding yourself. With Tadasana, you want to make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. Lifting all 10 toes off the mat and spreading them if you can. And then you're going to place them back down. And I want you to think about pressing the four corners of each foot down into the ground. This is really going to make you feel stable and grounded and rooted to the earth. Then you can just tuck your tailbone down, so lifting that belly button in and up, bringing your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze, and then you're going to roll them back down your back, turning your hands out for your palms to face forward. Maybe closing your eyes for a moment, just to check in that connection to the earth through your feet. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, hinge from your hips, dive forward, hands to the mat. Inhale for a flat back, so you're looking for a long spine, long neck here. Hands to shins. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, your left foot back for high plank. Hold here for a moment. Check in with your alignment here. Pressing down through your hands to connect to the earth. A curve at the top of your back. Tucking that tailbone in and up so you're getting one long, strong line. You can always bring your knees down as an option if you need to. Inhale here. And exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. From here, you're going to inhale forward for baby cobra, lifting your shoulders off the mat, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. And you should be able to slightly lift your palms off the mat if you needed to, keeping that pelvis glued to the mat to protect your lower back. Then you're going to come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and roll up to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Maybe exhale through your mouth if that feels good. On the inhale, you're going to bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward, your left foot forward. And if you don't reach, you can just walk forward. Falling forward here. Inhale, roll up, rise up to standing, arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips. Inhale for your flat back, hands to the shins or to the mat, looking for that long spine, really tucking in your lower abdomen here, like you're zipping up a pair of jeans and buttoning them at the top. And exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. This time step your left foot back, right foot back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and exhale, step your left foot forward, your right foot forward, falling forward here. Maybe inhale for another little flat back. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Inhale, roll up, rise up to standing, arms up to the sky, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hands to your side, Tadasana. Gonna flow again, so inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Inhale for your flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step your right foot back, your left foot back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And you're always working to get an equal balance of weight between your hands and your feet in your downward facing dog. But don't worry if your heels don't touch the mat. They're going to come there in time. Inhale, extend your right leg up to the sky, keeping your hips aligned. And exhale, taking your knee to your nose. Inhale, extend back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose and step your foot between your hands. Dropping your back foot down at a 90-degree angle, so you're lining up your front heel to the arch of your back foot. You're going to rise up for warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, see if you can go a little deeper. You're sending the energy down through the outside edges of your feet. Arms are long, looking over that middle finger. Inhale, reach forward and flip your palm for reverse warrior. Feeling that stretch along your body. Left arm, hand can just go loose at the back. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the mat on either side of your right foot. Step your right foot back for high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, extend your left leg back, keeping your hips aligned. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose and step your foot between your hands. Dropping your right foot down at a 45 or a 90-degree angle. And rise up for warrior two on this side. So again, checking in with your alignment. Are you pressing down through the outside edges of your feet? Is your front heel in line with the arch of your back foot? Spreading out those arms, shoulders relaxed, looking over your middle finger. And inhale, flip your palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keeping that front knee bent here. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, you're going to bring your knees to the mat, big toes to touch, coming down into your child's pose for just a moment, checking in with your breath. Making your way back into your downward facing dog when you're ready. And from here, we're going to push into a plank pose. And in your high plank, you're going to roll onto the side of your right foot for side plank, either keeping your feet separate like this. You can bring down your right knee if you like. Or if you want to take it a little further, you can put one foot in front of the other for side plank. If you want to go a little further again, you can lift the top foot here. It's up to you. And then slowly, you're going to come back into plank pose and roll on to the other side, whichever variation works for you. Really focusing on lifting up your hips here. Rolling back to center, coming down onto your knees, coming back into a seated position, rolling onto your sit bones, coming onto your mat, putting your feet out in front of you, and we're going to bring your hands out in front of you and lower to the mat for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and lower to the mat. Bringing your knees into your chest here. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe you sway from side to side. Bringing your left foot flat to the mat, keeping your knee bent. And then you're going to bring your right heel onto your left knee, setting up for reclined pigeon. So you can take your right hand to your right thigh and play around with kind of rolling out your thigh here. So think about rolling out to the right. And if you want to take it a little further, you can lift your left foot off the mat. Clasp your hands behind your thigh. Maybe play with pushing that right knee away with your elbow. Always slowly bring the left leg in closer. I really just want you to tune in to how this feels in your body. I always like to flex my foot in this pose so that I don't get any pain in the knee joints. You never want to have pain in your joints. It's only a stretch feeling, never pain. Slowly bringing your feet back to the mat, side by side. Just take a moment to bring some awareness to how this might feel different now on each side. And then you're going to do the same on the opposite side. So taking your left leg across this time, flexing that left foot if you need to, lifting your right leg off the ground, clasping your hands behind your right thigh, and pushing that left thigh away. Again, if you want to play around with twisting out the thigh, if that feels good for you, whichever option is nice. Again, just tuning in to the stretching of the fascia around your glute or wherever you might be feeling this stretch. It can be different for everyone. Slowly releasing both feet to the mat. Again, just taking a moment to become conscious of how that feels in both your hips right now. When you're ready, extend your left leg long. Bring your right knee clasping onto your shin and squeeze it down towards your right armpit. Maybe take a few circles here if that feels good. When you're ready, I want you to slightly shift your hips to the right. Bring your left hand on the outside of your right knee and drag that knee across your body, extending your right arm out, looking over your right shoulder. Making sure your shoulders are on the mat here. It really doesn't matter if your knee doesn't make it, but the important part is keeping your shoulders flat to the mat. Just really enjoying the twist here. I love a supine twist. I often get a pop in my back, which is amazing. Slowly releasing, extending your right leg long. Bring your left leg in this time, squeezing that left knee down towards your left shoulder, your left armpit. Taking a few circles on this side if you did that on the other side. This time shifting your hips to the left slightly. Right hand on the outside of your left knee. Pulling that knee across your body. Left arm goes long this time. Looking out over your left shoulder. And again, just tuning in to wherever you feel the stretch or the twist. Releasing, coming back to center, and sending both legs long for your final pose of today's practice, Savasana. Just letting go of everything. If you are focused on your deep breathing, you can really just let that go without any focus now. Really just let the earth hold you here. Sink down and be held by Pachamama. Keeping that awareness in your body, noting with playfulness and curiosity how the energy within has maybe changed before and after your practice. And you want to slowly start bringing your awareness back into the space around you. Maybe you'd like to wiggle your toes and your fingers, circling your wrists and your ankles, waking up the body. Reaching your arms up over your head, stretching your body as long as you can stretch it, like it's your first stretch of the day. Curling up into a ball, giving yourself a big hug, thanking yourself for getting on your mat today. And rolling over to whichever side calls to you this morning. If you feel you need a little bit more masculine energy, maybe rolling to the right, or some feminine energy, rolling to the left. Slowly pushing yourself up to a seated position on your mat, whatever that might look like for you. Just making sure your spine is long. Maybe keeping your eyes closed here for the last moment of practice. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. Lifting the prayer to your third eye or the spot between your eyebrows. Bringing the prayer to your mouth and back to your heart. May you walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. A quote for you this morning, just bringing some awareness between your feet and the earth. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.